Morning, who up? Who is up? Who up? Rolling with your boy Big Boosie, man. Word up. I seen the Terrance Gangster Williams documentary, man. How many of y'all out there seen the Terrance Gangster Williams documentary, man? How many of y'all seen it? Should baby Birdman be mad at him? Should people out in the world be mad at him? Great topic to discuss right now, y'all. Great topic to discuss. Reason being, a lot of people is loose with using that word snitch now for some reason. So I don't know. This is a very good topic, man. Early in the morning, y'all might be sitting at your desk doing some work. You might could chime in. You might be sitting at home. You didn't go to work today. Might could chime in. And you know, a lot of people that really not from the streets keep hearing the word snitch. It's just like now when they hear the word no Diddy, everybody want to chime in and say no Diddy. You know, we got to stop being followers to certain things, man. Like the word pause. My bro made that up, that word pause. My bro Dame Dash, which, you know, he's a great mind, a great thinker. And you know, back when he made it up, it probably was like a joke when he was saying it, but that word, I never use that word pause because I know what I'm talking about when I say what I say. Like if I tell a guy, all right, when I see you, I'm on your ass, boy, for real. That means when I see you, it's a problem. I don't gotta say pause or no homo or no Diddy and none of that because I know what I'm talking about. So I don't gotta question my sexuality and none of that. Period. Because I know what I'm saying ain't no homo or I ain't gotta pause it because it ain't nothing to pause about. And us as a culture know what those words mean. So I don't gotta do all that. So, you know, our mentality is caught up in all the wrong things. So once again, you know, people might hear about Roger Barnes being a snitch and all that. He never snitched on nobody. He just reporting something. He's just reporting something that was already said in the reports and all that. And it's about a woman being beat also. So whatever he said about a woman being beat, why would somebody be wanting to call somebody a snitch when it's saving somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's auntie, somebody's female cousin, somebody's child? So, you mad? What's up? What's good? But we always want to use words to, you know, to fit in. It's a fit in thing. Everybody want to fit in with what everybody else saying, and looking like that's the it thing to do. That's crazy. We caught up in all the wrong things mentally, man. If you use your brain for something else, maybe you could come up with some words that will uplift people or even get yourself in a better situation than what you are in physically, mentally. That's a fact, Michael Knight. Definitely not Charleston White. It's Big Boosie, homie. And that's a fact. But yeah. So I've been watching, I watched that Terrance Gangster Williams joint documentary. And I wanna say that it was a real good one. Michael Knight, what's good, homie? That's right, Big Boosie, you heard? Peace. So I want to say that Terrance Gangster Williams, that documentary was a good documentary. I clicked on it and I said I'm gonna see what's going on. With what homie got going on. I'm from Harlem. You mad? I'm from Harlem all day long. So I looked at the I clicked on it. I wanted to see what was going on because basically I'm about to do my documentary and I want to take pointers from people so I can have a really good one. And I want to take pointers so I could give y'all the best documentary ever because a lot of people want to know where I come from, what I stand on, and all that. And um, hold on, y'all. We got a lot of hate things going on up here, man. But I love it though. So yeah, I want to give y'all the best documentary ever. A lot of people want to know where I'm from, where I come from, and things of that nature. Y'all could go check my joint out on the Queens Flip and all that. And y'all can hit me up on my Instagram, man, at the real Big Boosie, BOOTSIE. And you'll see a lot of things that I'm doing. And but pretty much, like I said, I would like to give y'all the best documentary. So I research a lot of people and watch a lot of people's documentaries and things of that nature. So I seen the Terrance Gangster Williams joint, and I clicked on it, and I started watching it, and it started getting real interested to me. Piece by piece, they did a good, good documentary on Terrance Gangster Williams, man. I must do say. Because I was confused about hearing a lot of stuff, and I don't like to chime in on nothing, and I don't really understand it. Like things that his brother Birdman was upset with him, and didn't want to have nothing to do with him, and it kind of touched me because I respect Birdman and they movement where they come from. They come from where we come from. They came from nothing. I don't care about they was getting a lot of money on the streets. Still, that's stuff that could have put us in jail forever. You know what I'm saying? And they came from that. And they overcame it without going to jail forever. So, when his brother came home, I didn't know nothing about his brother, Terrance Gangster Williams. And as it's going along and me seeing his childhood, which was sad, he moved from this house to that house and end up being in the projects and not knowing his other brothers until he ran into them. That's deep. That's a very, very, very deep documentary, man. So as it's going along, I'm paying attention to how he started his life of crime and what actually turned him from an innocent little boy into full-blown gangster, not scared to get them guns, square up with somebody straight up and going toe-to-toe with real other gangsters. That's a fact. And it take real men to do that. I grew up around real men that does that type of work. That's what they wake up to do. And that's what they wake up focused on. when other people waking up, um, wake up getting the money, and then they'll put the enforcers out there to take care of the rough stuff, which he was one of them guys that they put out there to take care of the rough stuff, from what I'm seeing in this documentary. So I had to pull this up and pull this live up and talk about it. Even though I see all the haters out there, y'all can keep talking. Y'all do your research about me, clowns. I love it. Make sure y'all keep clicking in, because I need that. Make sure y'all hit that like button too, man. So yeah. So as I'm watching, you can't stop watching it. That's how good it is, man. And I like to give respect and props where props is due. And so now me watching the whole situation, I don't know, colonizer, how I sub. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. So with that being said, as I'm watching it, and a lot of his comrades that was running with him end up dying. He escaped jail so many times. Sometimes he didn't even know how he got out of it, but due to the mistakes of the court system down there. Maybe the court system was a little slower down there at that time, and they didn't have the power of other big cities and big states. So it was easy for an inmate to slide right through their fingers and things of that nature. So, a lot of that he was blessed from God. That's how I look at that. God had his hand on Terrance Gangster Williams, man. He had his hands on him. And as it's going on, I notice that he ended up being the last man standing out of all that situation. And while I'm noticing that, now I notice why he says what he says while, he fights for the kids. And he don't want the kids to go through what he's going through. Now, you got to, even if he was a snitch, you got to respect the man that tell his story and still tell it to the kids that that's not the way to go. That's not the way to be. And, that's what my bro Unique Mecca Audio is bringing Alpo up on his platform to tell people, and they wasn't understanding the fact of this is what he was trying to say. He was letting them know that he didn't agree with what Alpo did, but being that he has a platform to push towards the kids to do the right thing, he wanted to bring up a person that went against all the rules that he stand on and bring him up there and let your kids know that he did what he wasn't supposed to do, but he ain't even proud of it. But he still stand on that he was a person that cooperated with the government, and he even said to the kids, y'all don't need to be out there doing none of that stuff. So this is my big dilemma. At the end of it, the guys that was with him was dead and passed away. So when he got opportunity, he had opportunity to tell about the crimes that he did, and the crimes that he did included the guys that he was with, but they are no longer here. They are in the grave. So he didn't put nobody in jail from snitching. Now, there's a lot of people that stands on, which is my brother Unique. That's his stand take, because he was in there for 26 years, and they wanted him to tell on his own brother that was dead and in the grave, and he would not even do that. He would not tell on his own brother due to what he believed in. He believed in not snitching, period. So my thing to y'all is a person that's dead that you can't send to jail, because you know when you snitch and send a man to jail because you don't want to do your time, that means you is a weak-minded, you a sucker, you a clown, you a punk, you're not a man, because you take another person away from their family just so you can be outside with your family. That's weak-minded. Now, finessing the government, that's how I look at it. That's my standpoint. Finessing the government without sending nobody to jail so you could be back outside, I personally don't see what could be wrong with that. So I want somebody to break it down to me, because I'm going to have this conversation with my brother Unique after me seeing the documentary. After me seeing the documentary that he only told about what he did with his crime, so it implicated his ex-partners that are in the ground and deceased. And me, if that was me and I was dead in the ground, knock on wood, and one of my friends was locked up, if I could come back from the dead or speak to them and they know I'm really speaking to them, I would tell them, go ahead and say I did whatever they asking you to do so you can go home. I wouldn't want my friend in jail standing on not snitching because he's not sending nobody or she's not sending nobody to jail. Nothing they can do with me now. I'm in the ground. I'm in the ground, and I still have my honor because I died a soldier on the mean streets. So it would be like me, we at war, and I'm trapped in the corner, and only way y'all gonna get away, I gotta sacrifice my life. And I got bombs on me. And I'm gonna tell y'all, get ready. Y'all getting ready to get free. I'm gonna sacrifice me right now. He told on bodies he catched or caught with the hot boys, not snitching, not snitching on the hot boys. Right. That's Tom Rubb. So now, I'm trapped in the corner. Y'all basically where y'all can get free. And if we don't make a move right now, we all gonna die. All of us gonna die. Somebody gotta sacrifice, man. So I'm gonna run out there with them bombs and bombs, I'm gonna blow everybody up, and y'all break. Get up out of there. It is what it is when it's at war and us against somebody else and all of the above. Stephen Darren. Yes, I'm in paid in full. That's a fact. Salute. But I'm going to go out there and shoot, throw the bombs so my team can skedaddle and go. It is what it is at this point. It's no need to let everybody die. So my point to this is, if I'm already in the grave and my comrade is in jail with life and I can't speak to him because I'm dead and tell him, which I wish I could, and maybe you can, you know how people have these dreams that their friend or their parents or their loved one come back to them and talk to them in their dream. You know, we don't know whether to believe it or not, but some people know that it be real when those type of dreams happen. But in real life, though, if I was in that ground and my comrade was somewhere with life, I want him to say, yeah, he did this, he did that, he did this. I can't go to jail. They can't hurt me. And the federal government or whatever police got him, they can't come and do nothing to me. So eventually they're gonna have to let him go. Because still they have all the answers and it'll add up to what he's saying is true from evidence purposes, and now they'll know they got the wrong man. Even if he did play a part of it and they really didn't have him on nothing. Or however it may go. Now you got some strong-minded people like my bro, Unique. I can't take away his value, morals, and principles because he been in that situation with his own brother. They wanted him to tell, and he would not tell. And he was still sitting there, and he didn't know he was coming home with after doing 26. He was not ever supposed to come home. He just sat in there and fought and fought and fought, in which he came home from fighting his case. But everything don't apply to everybody else. Everything don't happen for everybody else. And a lot of people that try to stand on these morals, y'all do a lot of talking, but y'all not even going to do half of what a lot of these men have done. A lot of y'all going to get in the police car and start telling. It's a fact. It's a fact. So I just be caught up because I just sit back and listen to a lot of cats. I don't do a lot of talking. I do a lot of listening. I do a lot of watching TV. I do a lot of researching. And I be hearing a lot of people be using that word loosely, snitch, snitch, snitch. And they ain't never even been in jail in their life. They never been put behind them bars. You're not even the person that should be able to use the word and call somebody else a snitch as if, you wouldn't do it. But you want to do what everybody else doing, or you want to say what everybody else saying the word snitch so you can fit in. But as soon as you get caught up in something, you going to be the first one telling. All of y'all people that's not even nowhere near street. Majority of it's so strong now because people that's not even street chiming in with using the word snitch and talking like as if they been in that world or in that life or in those shoes, and you never even been in them shoes before. So, it's a touching situation that, I watched homie documentary, and at the end of it, he say he want to, create him a record label, and he can't even, he don't even want to say who the, he don't even want to say who the artist is right now until he blow the artist up because he don't want people, going in and chastising, or should I say judging his artist, saying that they signed to a snitch. And a lot of y'all use that word just to try to be funny and assassinate people's character. Care about what the police do to our people of our culture. Putting them in jail and they got to figure out how to get out of jail. So I just want to know, to all my people that's real street people, I can even say some people that's not street people. If you was dead in the ground, and make sure y'all share this, man. Share this to a lot of people, man. Share this to a lot of people. Because this question need to be really answered. If y'all was dead in the ground and somebody you love that you was doing crimes with or whatever, and I'm going to say, even if I didn't do the crime with somebody I love that's locked up and I'm dead and gone, he can still say it was me. Even if I didn't do the crime. And if the police fall for it and let him out of jail, then cool. Let my brother go home to his family. Why would I want him being in jail and sit around and say, nah, I ain't telling on Boosie, man. Nah, I ain't doing that. Even if he knew something and didn't want to tell. Nah, I wouldn't want him to do that. I want him to go ahead and say it was me. So he could go home to his family, man, and live a life that he know not to do no more because he know that world is serious. So I'm not understanding, man. I just want people to let me know if y'all was in that ground, dead and gone, would you want your friend to be in jail? Let the police have your friend, your loved one, whoever you care about, behind bars, and the only thing he gotta do is say that, all right, he was the one that did it. She was the one that did it. But she's deceased now, and then he could come home. Why would that hurt you if you're dead and gone? Would you care? I'm just trying to figure out how many people would care about their friend being in jail, or is it a selfish move that you dead and gone and you wouldn't want them to say your name while you in the ground? I hear a lot of people say, man, I don't speak on the dead. I ain't doing that. Right. I wouldn't say nothing crazy about the dead to other people and disrespectfully. And they must rest in peace the correct way. But saying something to save your loved ones, I really don't see eye to eye with that. They might arrest you for a crime, but that judicial system. But yeah, I don't get it, man. And sometimes, man, we stand on stuff that really not important to stand on. It really have no moral behind it, because you're always gonna be a real man regardless, as long as you really don't snitch on a person and put them in jail and for the crime that you done, or not the crime you done. You did a crime, but you know about a crime that the police don't know about, and you put the police in that person's business, send them to jail. You go home. I don't agree to none of that, and get away with it for a long time. You liable to start selling drugs tomorrow for the first time and get caught up the first time you do it due to a snitch. That's how serious it is out here. And that's a fact. So, it kind of touched me seeing homie's story, and it's like, he's standing by himself when he came home, and his brother baby and them is popping. From what I'm hearing, Slim still hold him down here and there. Respect to that. And I can't look at Birdman any kind of way, because he got morals that how he feel about the feel about a situation like that, because he actually was in the belly of the beast and didn't tell on his own brother. But that's what he believed in, and that's what he believe in now. But that's my bro, and that's somebody I looked up to that taught me a lot around here. But that don't mean I have to believe in that. Because like I said, if it was me in the ground and one of my friends out there locked up, man, go ahead and say that was Boosie's. Boosie did this, Boosie did that. So you can go home. That's what I would. But he didn't suppose that told on somebody inside of the jail, a cell buddy or cell something. That haven't fully surfaced. You don't call nobody no snitch. So ain't no paperwork surfaced about none of that. I haven't seen nothing. Now, if that's true, then send me the paperwork or something. I haven't seen it. But as of now, me watching that documentary and how he was rolling and moving, I know guys that step was like him. Me growing up watching them and watch what they did to people. had a block scared when they come around. You don't know if they about to dig in your pockets or not. So I know it's type. And that was that young age era. And a lot of them is home now and they ain't even thinking about that no more. You would think that they never did nothing like that back in the day. And me watching, Gangster Terrance with a lot of his show, I watched some of his stuff, man. He funny and all that. And he don't look like he was that type of guy back then. He did a whole 360 right now, man. So it's like, man, it's a gift and a curse, man. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. And it's right there in the documentary showing how it went step by step. As it was going along, I'm wondering, like, yo, how is he talking about this murder and that murder and what they shot up and all of that? I didn't know all the guys was dead until it got to the end of it. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense why he's speaking on it throughout the documentary. Now it's making sense. Okay, that's what's up. So, yeah, I don't know, man. That's my take on that, man. Whoever didn't see the documentary, go check his documentary out. Y'all get back to me. Hit me up in the comments up underneath, man, and let me know what y'all think. I'll answer back. We could chop it up, have a debate. Let me know what y'all think, man, because I don't think that, anybody should be out here without their family, and especially if they strong, especially for something that's kind of weak on standing on principle, meaning he didn't tell on nobody, so that he only told on the dead man, my nigga, like on a dead person, which those are somebody he loved. But I'm seeing in the documentary, so if they thorough and they know they in the ground, they said, man, go ahead and get out of jail. I pretty much think that because of how tight they was. It's uh when I got locked up in 92, it was guys coming in there 2 and 3 and 4 in groups that was to caught together. And I know 2 or 3 of them that was thorough and held it down, because a lot of cats was in there telling on each other unnecessarily and all. It was about a few of us that got caught in groups that held it down and didn't do no telling and all that. And the name of the game was one person take the fall so everybody don't have to go to jail. One person said it was his, so everybody don't have to go to jail. And a few guys did that, and a few guys, and the rest of the guys, it's what real men do. Somebody says theirs, and then that's just how it ways to make money out off this internet and still always win the race. Get your money and turn it into something else, and it'll get bigger and greater every time. If y'all listen to what Dave Dash say, he'd rather keep flipping his money. Learn other things going as you go along. Just don't be out there trying to floss, buy bottles with the stuff you see on TV when you're in the clubs flossing if you ain't got it like that. But that's just how it is now. So nobody got to sit around, take no weight for selling no drugs and doing that. Man, got to fall back from that life, because that life ain't about nothing. And then when they get you in jail, they make up all kind of other stuff. When they know that you about to beat the case, they'll come up with another case or another theory in that case where they can hold you for this now. They don't want to all the way let you go. They just want to try to keep coming up with something else because they don't want to lose and they don't want to look bad, even though they did bad, Because 9 times out of 10, the police made a mistake somewhere. They always do. Every time. But once you get in there and start telling, you incriminate yourself, and then it's harder for you to get out. A lot of y'all don't know how to understand and exercise your right. You have the right to remain silent. That is a fact. Listen to them words and do just what them words say. Don't say nothing. Tell them wake you up when your lawyer get there. Other than that, put you in a cell because it'll do you better in the long run. A lot of y'all don't want to sit in that jail. You want to go home that very moment. You're scared your girl going to get with the next man because you're already insecure. You don't want to be in there because you're selfish. A lot of y'all hustle and say, well, if I get caught, I'm going to just tell anyway. That's the new game. So I'm going to get me some money. If it happened, it happened. Y'all signing up to this game for all the wrong reasons. The game is not a joke, and it's really not a game, to be honest. That's a figure of speech, the game. But y'all need to pay attention, man. It's serious out here, man. So many other ways to get money, man, off this internet. Use your mind. Don't want to stop waking up late being lazy, man. You got to get up early and get to it. Unless you are in a position that you can sleep a little longer because you know whatever business you got to take care of comes after whatever time is considered waking up early. But that game is done. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Is Nola, what up? Let me know what y'all think, man. If telling on somebody that has passed away, or should I say, let me so other people can understand, snitching on somebody that is already dead in the ground, that is a friend of yours, that y'all was cool with, it was you, that person that's dead in the ground, they did it, and he get to go home. Would you want your friend to go home? Because nothing can happen to you while you're in the ground. Give me your take on that. Full discussion, man. And that's for real. Hold that guy who took the case, but cats ain't down like that no more. They will leave you at all in there. That's a fact, man. Mr. Reality, this reason is that reason is not snitching. If that's a reason, or if that person is dead. That's my take on it. Reality set. That's my take on it. Pops always told me, see no evil, hear no evil. Who was that, Time? That's a fact, Time. Hear no evil, see no evil, man. I don't want to speak about nothing. Nothing. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. I don't care. It's just that's what it is. If I'm out there doing stuff in them streets and I'm obligated to them streets, I got loved ones out there that I love and I want to come home to them, I know what I signed up for in them streets. So I got to honor that because I was out there and I can't take nobody from their family. Snitching is when you put someone behind bars when you are. Exactly. Mr. Reality set. That's a fact. And that's my standpoint on that. You're putting people behind bars. So I'm not understanding why people will be mad at Gangster Williams and follow, what the next, you don't have a right to be mad because the next man is mad. But I can't take away how the next man feel. And I'm always respect how the next man feel. Because he ain't doing nothing wrong. He just standing on what he believe in. But I'm just giving you what I don't believe in. There's a lot of other people that don't believe in that neither. If a man is in the ground and he's finessing the police to get out of jail, That means either y'all taking the police side, saying, yo, we want to keep him in jail. So y'all want the man to still stay in jail when people are dead in the ground. I'm confused. It puzzled me a lot before I even made this this video right here, and I did a lot of thinking on it, man. And I'm like, the boys is in jail, and the way they act like they loved each other, man. I'm sure they like, man, do what you need to do to get out of jail, man, and by us. Because if that was me, I would let my boy out of jail. Just your homie say that was me, period. You got some guys that's in jail that say tell on them so you can go home. Because my record is messed up. You got people that's alive that tell them to tell on them so they could go home. So their friends could go home or their loved ones could go home. Right. People always jump on the bandwagon nowadays. Mr. Reality Set. That's a fact. That's a fact. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come and touch bases on that. Y'all hit me up in the comments. Please share, like, hit that like button for me, y'all. Everybody with this snitch talk and conversation and all that. And, that was a good documentary. And you can learn a lot from that. A lot of y'all supposed to be thugs. You see what it really is like what a thug go through growing up and nothing on their mind. Because at that point, Terrence, he admitted himself, he had nothing on his mind but wilding out and robbing and stealing. As soon as he get out of jail, back robbing and stealing. That's nothing on your mind. And I could tell that he would admit that as a man, that was a waste of his time and energy in life. And he was a smart dude, so he could have did better. Because he's very intelligent. And I always tell people, man, most killers are smart and intelligent. That's how they know how to sneak up on you and get you and do it the right way and all that stuff. Sometimes they just be sloppy because they so arrogant because they thorough and they don't care at that point in time. So that super exceeds their smartness because they bronze over exceed because they don't care. They feel like they can walk through a wall. And that's how they always end up getting caught by the police. But, that ain't it. But y'all go check his documentary out, man. That joint was deep, man. Y'all can learn a lot. There's a lot of lessons in there to be learned, man. From a lot of y'all supposed to be killers. A lot of y'all young boys wake up every day wanting to either kill or know you might be killed. That's all on your mind. Go ahead and see what it's really like to wake up every day being a thug and a gangster. And I'm sure Terrance Gangster Williams will tell you he's lucky to be here, glad to be here, because he was the last one out of all of them. And jail might have saved his life, sat him down for a little while. That's how I know God was on his side. God will sit you down when you are way out of line out here, but he still have a plan for you because he love you. That don't mean that God didn't love his other friends, because God love everybody. But sometimes the other energy wins, and his friends got took from here, and he was the last man standing, went to jail, learned the lesson from it, came home. Now he's here to make a stance and show y'all young boys some stuff, and here to help other people that's doing things. So that's my take on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Hit me up, man. But his documentary is on YouTube, man. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Your boy Big Boosie, man.